Hello guys and welcome to Ezzi-UK, and today I have a special video from the Southampton Hall of Aviation. So I visited there on the way back from the university after I went to go and have a look around, and I found quite a few interesting planes, such as this absolutely massive float plane, a jet powered float plane. It's actually meant to be a fighter, that is a bit strange. A Vampire, quite an early model I think. Then we had a Mark 1 Gnat, some sort of carrier based aircraft, I'm not really sure what it's called. There's a guy refueling the massive aircraft, then there's the other guy refueling the engine. Float plane again, jet powered, it's absolutely massive that thing is. There we go, a Sandringham 4 Sort. Got I think it's Supermarine S6B from the Schneider Cup, or Schneider Trophy. There's the Schneider Trophy, which was a float plane race. Some of the speeds. There we go, there's the Schneider Trophy. That's a mock-up of the trophy. Then we've got Spitfire Mark, I think it was 22 or was it 24, I'm not too sure. And the Supermarine S6B, which is on the right, the blue one, is the ancestor of the Spitfire. There's the Spitfire again. So this is when I managed to get inside the large float plane in the middle. It had been converted from the war, from I think it's anti-submarine operations. It's been converted into it's not transatlantic, but a passenger aircraft which used to fly to Australia. So we've just got a video in here. Just going to walk to the back. We've got forwards and backwards facing seating. There's the Supermarine S6B. We've got the Spitfire out there. So this plane takes up the whole centre stage of the museum. It's quite an interesting museum because they try and let you interact with the exhibits as much as possible. So they let you touch all the aircraft. They let you go in this one. Then at the back of this aircraft, outside, there's I think 2 seats. There's one from an early Harrier and one from something else. I can't remember what the other aircraft was. Which, if you ask the museum staff, which are all volunteers, it's all voluntary run, will let you inside and have a look around. So this aircraft, I managed to go inside, have a look around. There's more things out there. There's some shipwrecked parts. Here, if you have a look in the back, this is where they kept all the luggage. Big wide door to go out of as well. Just double back and go up the staircase. So yeah, this aircraft did have 2 floors. Absolutely massive. I think it was 47 seats, or was it 38? I can't remember what they said, but anyway, just get the light on. So yeah, we've got forwards and backwards facing seating yet again. That door goes into the luggage hold again at the back. It's just a step ladder down. So we've got plenty of seating up here. Lovely leg room. It's all comfortable. All got an ashtray because it's from the time of smoking. This is the Galley. Yeah, the lights didn't seem to work in this when we were there, but it's got just various different shelves. I think there's some kind of boiling vessel on the left. Got sink. I think that's boiling water. Something to put the water in. Teapots, I guess. Some certificates. That's a piston and a cylinder. There you go. Piston and cylinder from one of the engines. Some kind of control panel. Picture of somebody. I don't really know what that picture said. I think that's some kind of washing machine or oven or a fridge. Some more shelving, and then through there is the cockpit, which some people are up inside. So hopefully I'll get a bit of video from that. I don't know if the file's corrupted or not, so we'll find out. So here I found the toilet. It's right at the very front of the plane. So it's a long walk for the passengers. It's got a proper sink, and it's just below the flight deck, which it says there 5 years. Left to the discretion of the attendant. But anyway, this is the outside of the plane. It is absolutely massive. There's cockpits at the top with people in, so I didn't quite get to go in because it was full of people, but I managed to get in later in the day, but my camera ran out, so there isn't too much footage of the cockpit. Here's the Supermarine 6B float plane. Supermarine Spitfire, well it's actually, no, it's a Griffin. There's a Griffin engine, and that's the Mark 22. I really can't remember if it's a 22 or the 24. But that thing is absolutely massive compared to classic Spitfires, because every proportion and every dimension is slightly different to the original, and it's much bigger. If you have a look, there's a model of a Spitfire Griffin, I think that one is, when they tested it in a wind tunnel. This is some wreckage. I don't really know what it's from. I couldn't find the sign for that, but yeah, you go back here, astronaut suit. Quite a cool one, actually. Yeah, that was a strange thing to find, but anyway, then we've got all the engines, and then these are the cockpits you can sit in. So one on the left is from a Harrier, with the ejector seat outside, and the one on the right, I can't remember what it was from, and that's the ejector seat as well. There's the Nat. There you go, Mark 1 Nat. So that used to be I think it was a trainer aircraft for the RAF. I'm not really that sure. I know the Red Arrows used to fly those. Then we've got this sort of seaplane. It's like a carrier jet with a large split tail. Oh, you can't remember what that's called now. Vampire. Even more planes upstairs. Mostly seaplanes and old biplanes up there because they're lightweight, I guess. But here is the Vampire. Look, there we go. De Havilland. So the seaplane is a floating jet fighter concept. I think there was only 3 built, and this is the only one I've ever seen in real life. What's it called? It's a Saunders Row. There we go. I thought I knew the name. Some sort of old-fashioned helicopter up there. Another, well, another biplane. They look really funny, to be honest, compared to the modern aircraft. So yeah, this thing has I think it's two 20mm cannons, and it's absolutely massive. If you look at the size of this thing, all of that is to keep it afloat when it lands in the water. But it never really took on. Here's a view inside the cockpit. That's the engineer's seating and radio operator. So I don't have any pictures of the cockpit really. This is the view out the top of the aircraft.
Hang on.
And I took this video just before my phone ran out, when I couldn't film inside the cockpit after this. So I'm sorry about that, but that's what happened. So I urge you guys to go and visit yourselves. So overall, from this plane, I found out that it was decommissioned in 1982. It was bought by some millionaire for her husband, which loved flying, and they used to fly it abroad a lot, and they used to keep a spare engine upstairs in the aircraft just in case it broke down or something, and they used to fly around the world in it. So I think it was donated to a museum, and it was the museum was built around this aircraft, which is the main showpiece. So yeah, I had a good day there at the Southampton Air Museum. It's all voluntary run. I think they're looking for volunteers all the time to keep the exhibits up to scratch. All the staff are friendly. It's not a bad price. I think it costs £8 each to get in. Maybe a bit more. I think it might have been £8.30, but it's quite good to go and have a look in there. So yeah, that was my day. I'm sorry about the lack of videos. I've been really busy looking at universities and things. But I hope you enjoy this video and share it with your friends, like, subscribe and comment, etc. And I'll see you guys next time.